We're tapping in TNN Trap News Network. We back in the same. Light cook cracking the same here at TNN Trap News Network. News you can use, knowledge you can't get nobody's college. I'm assuming that you're not talking to me. News you can use, knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Big dog, hit the like, hit the comment, hit the subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. It's that good news you can use. It's the knowledge you throw. You ain't finna get nobody's college, though, big dog. Hit the like, hit the comment, hit the subscribe button for everything we got going on here at TNN Trap News Network. Make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the comment, make sure you hit the subscribe button at TNN Trap News Network. Let me know what time to wake you up, and I got you. If you want to get into this Trap News Network family, hit me up, man. We are looking for 3 correspondents for Trap News Network. 3 correspondents for Trap News Network. Make sure you get into that. If you ain't got into that, drop a comment, drop a like, but more importantly, slide into my DM on Instagram, TRAPNEWSNETWORX Trap News Network. Make sure you get into that if you ain't got into that. We are giving away Chiliana, but we're not giving away Chiliana. You can work. It's a paid position. Get you some Chiliana here at TNN Trap News Network. We finna get into this Contiana, though. Shout out to Top Media TV. Big shout out to Top Media TV. Show them a like, show them a comment, show them a subscribe. Show them some love because I just did. Silence and expose. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, my bad. Big U dispensary victim breaks silence and exposes Big U. Luce Cannon talks about the whole whoopty bam with the whoopty bam. Let's get into this content. Let's go.
What it do? We back with another video, man. So let's get straight into it. So this is the dude that actually was snitching on Big U in the case. He's referred to as victim 1, and he was the one that actually had called a case. And pretty much when he called a case, he was in trouble by the FBI. And when he ran out of money, he was the one that was getting money from the FBI to set up Big U. This is the dude. His name is Morrison. This is the dude who Big U was allegedly extorting so much that he ran out of money. And when he did, the FBI started paying him, and Big U started taking the FBI's money literally. So this is the dude. His name is Morrison, and he's going to speak out for the first time in regards to the whole situation. He goes in on Big U, Luce Cannon. He speaks about his case. He speaks about his side of things, his side of the story. Check it out, y'all.
Number 1, you end up with Morrison. Now, Morrison is going to be victim number 1. This is actually going to be the biggest rat in this case. So, again, this is not CW1 who was pardoned by Joe Biden. And this is not witness 1 that was around the alleged murder situation in Nevada. The witness that was working as a security guard in the studio. This is the man that was getting extorted, so to speak. The one that was robbed by Luce Cannon. And the club promoter who set up the whole situation with Big U and Deja Vu, where it was said that Big U has shook down 30 rats out that situation. But the key thing, man, is who is Morrison? Now, he's not only a rat. He's actually a club promoter, and I would say somewhat of an entrepreneur throughout the city. And the next question one may ask is, why Morrison? Why was he being shook down? It seems like this dude is one of them guys playing all sides. Now, the key thing is, Morrison has been in the mix around all these dudes for a long time. Like I said, he's a club promoter. And anybody know these club promoters? They're the ultimate people person. But especially when you promoting black businesses, black clubs, black parties, you're going to end up intertwining with the hood at some point, especially in LA. So
because for those of y'all who don't know, Hollywood is 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 with traffic right outside of South Central.
We've seen Morrison, not only with Big U, we've seen him with Nipsey, we've seen him with Gilly the Kid, Joe Moses. Like I said, this dude has been around everybody in the city, and we got to put this out so nobody else falls into the games that this dude is playing. Now, the paperwork has painted him out to be a victim, and on the contrary, painted Big U to just be somebody that got him in a headlock. But Morrison is actually playing his own games in these streets, man. So the key thing right now is Morrison is under his own federal indictment, which has nothing to do with any of these dudes in this indictment, with this Big U Rolling 60 situation. This is a full participant in the life of criminality. He's not just some weed shop owner that's trying to make a living and ends meet by playing it fair. This is the misconception of this whole situation. Now, the indictment that he's allegedly the main defendant on is a conspiracy with the intent to possess narcotics. Also possession with the intent to distribute narcotics. And the main key thing is the feds are alleging that Morrison is using businesses in LA as fronts including the same
You know what's crazy? Dale Morrison was a criminal who got extorted by other criminals because he was the softest out of all the criminals.
business that Big U was allegedly shaking down. So we've seen Morrison with multiple different businesses. MLB Investments and Holdings, M4 Morrison Media Marketing and Management, DMO 20 Consultants, LLC.
So you go ahead, dude, break his silence. He's gonna speak out, speak about the whole case, speak about Big U, Luce Cannon, and everything, y'all. Check it out.
I do have a story. I do have a side. People are paying people $200, $300 to tell them things about me. Not a lot of this stuff is true, and I can't wait to tell my side. As far as Luce Cannon, I don't think he works for the police. I don't think he's telling. I think he's lost in the sauce, kind of. I think he wants the celebrity. He wants the clout and stuff like that. I do think he might end up telling because of what Big U has done to him, too.
He might end up telling because of what Big U has done to him, too? What the hell?
Proffer agreement. He already took a proffer. I just put it up there.
Oh, okay.
So he's definitely telling.
Yeah.
I just put the
a lot of times, right? A reflection of what happens to you through life is a reflection of what you've done through life. And I think that, when you look at, even the Nipsey Hussle situation and, what Nip and, Big Man went through, it's like we're not dealing with one of the best peoples in the world. We're dealing with, a lot of these people are pro-black only when it matters.
So he's definitely alleging that there was static between Big U and Nipsey Hussle. He definitely slipped that in there.
Even one day I seen Luce Cannon on the show talking about, y'all niggas like Willie Lynch, y'all want me to get locked up and this and that, but then, you know what I'm saying, you just can jump Marciano, bro. He's 60 years old. You took him off his clothes and it's only pro-black sometimes. They're only community people sometimes, and nobody really knows these people. When you look at Nip contract, 10 years for 30%, you know that shit's fucking demonic, right? When a motherfucker doing something good in the hood and you want to chase him out and belittle him and shit like that, you know the type of person that, I just hate the fact that, I'm a part of it or I'm a part of it, but, why was I, even in that situation?
Why were you in that situation? Because you yourself were shady. You yourself were shady. And you just got out-shadied by the shadiers. You feel me?
After the feds had got me,
the people already know what it is, though, Dale. You feel what I'm saying? So,
I don't think they know. They know what they're being told. And then, remember, there's a complaint, and then there's an indictment, and then there's something stronger than even that, right? So a lot of complaints and indictments are being pieced together to do and say certain things. And I do respect this shit, and I do understand, the business part of it. I do know that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of this stuff is for, and like I said, I watch you, and I know the man that hooked us up. There's nobody more pro-black than this guy, you know what I'm saying, brother, sister type thing, and I respect him a lot. But just afford me some time to think, and maybe we can have a pre-discussion about, the agenda here. What are we trying to do? Because, everything should have a purpose to it, and a purpose to uplift our people. You know what I'm saying? Even when I think about Big U, when I think about Luce Cannon, and, there's anger, and there's animosity, and there's hurt, and there's all of this shit involved in it. You know what I mean? I still know that as black people, we're still fucking products of our environment. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think for me to win, you got to lose. And, that's a big problem. And that's what my brand, Everybody Eats, was always about. We can all kind of survive the way you got 50 jewelers on the same block, but they can all get along. You know what I'm saying? It's not really dog eat dog. But some people are from a world where it's just dog eat dog. You know what I mean? And that's part of my agenda. That it ain't fucking got to be like that. You know what I'm saying? That a black man ain't got to step on another black man. The old niggas ain't got to step on the young niggas. To where they can't breathe. This shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that goes on. I think the biggest thing for me about how I ended up where I ended up is because it's like someone trying to break you.
He's trying to make himself seem like the victim, but nigga, you was foul too, bro. You got in bed with the devil, and you wasn't able to profiteer off the devil, and now you got to deal with the devil that you created, and you laid him. I don't feel bad for you. You was outside, flu, flamming, skullduggan, and larceny. You got pressed, and you turned into a snitch like a hoe. You're not a victim. Wasn't nobody picking on you. You was a willing participant, and when the fire got too hot, you wanted to get out the kitchen, and you couldn't because you was already in that motherfucker, and now you trying to snitch on everybody. You a hoe. Straight up.
And then it works. I don't know if your girl, if you ever had a girlfriend or somebody that tried to get you mad and then it actually works, and then someone's trying to break you, and then I was fucking broken, and I'm not.
Listen to him sounding like a victim. He finna tell on everybody. Oh, I was broken. They broke me. I was broken. I'm a broken man. There's nothing I can do. They destroyed my confidence. They destroyed my self-worth and all that. Yeah, he finna tell on everybody.
I don't have the fire that I used to have, the ambition that I used to have. I don't have any of that thing, right? So yeah, man. I mean, there's people offering me $5,000, $10,000. I haven't really taken any of them, and you've already gotten. Because I can't work no more. I can't be outside no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very tricky for me. It's very fucked up. For me, it's fucked up for a lot of people. But
the people look at it like, what Big U did was foul. You know what I'm saying? Even though we know that you did what you did and it's foul because you was out there.
I could say, yeah, it's foul. It sucks, and it's a lot of foul things. And I'm not the only one that foul things happen to. And and then as we go through what happened, there's a lot of people that this just happened to all across. I think, and for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, looking at this shit like, well, yeah, man. We'll talk.
That was victim number.
All right, y'all. So let me know what y'all think, man.
And that's that, man. That's Del Morrison, the victim number one, the one who everybody knows is snitching, is letting y'all know that he gonna continue to tell. We up out here to the next one. Y'all know the deal is red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest, and it's free. I've been Angel, so he's free. We go.